Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Floss, back again with another video. And I'm making this vlog real quick just to answer a couple of questions and talk about a few topics. Alright, so let's take a quick ride. Now, shout out to everybody who watch my videos and been asking me to make one of these every week. And I'm going to try to do that either every week or every other week. We'll make a quick vlog and we'll talk about the latest tech shit that's going on. Alright, first, let me tell y'all what happened to me today. And this will bring us into my first topic. Alright, so I'm chilling in the crib. I get an email from my boy Chuck. Alright, now shout out to Chuck. I met him years ago. He used to work on Jamaica Avenue in Spring. He's the dude that sold me the Palm Pre back in the days. So if y'all remember, I got that phone, I made a video on it, and I wasn't really feeling it too much. So the same cat Chuck, you know, we became friends. He started following me on YouTube. We used to go back and forth having these long debates and arguments in the comment section. But we became friends. So anyway, over the years, we stay in contact. He hit me up today out of the blue and told me if I'm not busy, come through to his store. He works now at AT&T in Westbury. So if I'm not busy, come through. He want to show me something. So I always got time to check one of the homies out. So that's what I did. So I went through. He had the BlackBerry Priv on deck. All right, now this is my first topic, the BlackBerry Priv. Now, I went up there. I played with it for about 45 minutes. We were sitting in the back room, eating lunch, talking shit. And I got to tell y'all this. I don't remember what I said in the last vlog, whether I was getting that or not, but I'm going to tell y'all right now, I'm definitely passing on the BlackBerry Priv. All right, I'm passing on that phone. The slide-out keyboard, I don't know what better way to put it, but the slide-out keyboard is just whack, yo. It's just whack. You know, when you're going to have to use the phone yourself. Now, this is one of those times that I highly recommend before you buy something, go to the store and play with it. Like a lot of times I don't do that. I'm gonna take my own advice. A lot of times I don't do that. A lot of times, if it's something I know I really want, like a Galaxy Note 5 or a Nexus 6P, something I already know is gonna be a heavy hitter, I don't bother doing too much research on it. I don't gotta go to the store and play with it. I'll just pre-order it and get it because I already know I'm gonna like it. But certain stuff, if you're on the fence or you're not really sure, you gotta play with it first to make sure. All right, and this is one of those items right here, the BlackBerry Priv, which I'm glad I went and played with first because I was this close to ordering one today off Amazon, a GSM unlocked version they got for 900 bucks. Now, if you go to BlackBerry's website, you can get it for 700 bucks. So I was gonna pay $200 extra just to get the unlocked version, and I'm glad I did. Now, if y'all remember back in the days, you remember those, the T-Mobile Sidekick, the T-Mobile Sidekick with the flip out keyboard? Yeah, that was the shit back in the days, but that kind of got played out, and physical keyboards is kind of a thing of the past. You know, back in the days, you really needed that physical keyboard if you wanted to be proficient in typing. But nowadays, with speech to text, you can dictate a quality email with no mistakes if you're in a nice, quiet environment, and if you're at work, that's where you're going to be at. So the physical keyboard days is pretty much over, but I said, you know what, I'm going to go into it with an open mind. I'm going to give it a chance. I love BlackBerry. BlackBerry is still in my heavy rotation. I got my BlackBerry Bold in my back pocket right now. That's the only phone actually that I sit on. I don't ever put phones in my back pocket, but the BlackBerry Bold, the 9930, that phone is indestructible. Right, I dropped that phone from everywhere. I always got that phone in my back pocket. I always sit on it. No problems at all. I still got that in heavy rotation, but that's a cool BlackBerry because it's small. You know, that's what I want out of my BlackBerry because I'm not going to be using it for apps and I'm not web surfing and all that. I'm specifically using my BlackBerry for emails, secured business emails. I don't even use BBM anymore. I canceled my BBM. I deleted everybody out of BBM. I don't even use that no more because it's obsolete. I hate using BBM and then having to find, you know, hit my other friends on WhatsApp, hit everybody else on Instagram. You know, too many social media networks for BBM. So I don't even use BBM anymore. So that was kind of one of the selling points of BlackBerry was BBM in the keyboard. So now you got this BlackBerry Priv. They got a 5.4-inch screen. They got a nice camera on it, but it's lacking a lot of today's features, fingerprint scanner and wireless charge and all this, you know, all the quality features that we want out of a heavy hitter phone. It's lacking those. Not to mention, the fold-out keyboard is just whack, though. It's just whack. That's the only way I can put it. It's whack. And when you get it, and when you play with it for yourself, and you fold it out, and you start sending a message, it's gonna give you a flashback of holding a T-Mobile Sidekick, or HTC Touch Pro 2, or one of these BlackBerry Storms from back in the days. It's gonna give you that. Not even a Storm. I forgot which BlackBerry had the slide-out keyboard, but whatever it was whack though. It was whack. So the BlackBerry Priv in my book is whack. I'm passing on that one. Now I know people are gonna disagree with me. It's probably a quality phone as far as the specs and all that stuff. It's probably quality. But one thing you have to realize about my channel is every phone that you see me review, all of my heavy hitter phones, those phones are active. Right? A lot of people ask me, do I switch SIM cards and do I switch phones every day and all of that? And the answer is no. I got 5 lines that's always active and running at any given day. 4 of them is always going to be, big dog phones, and 1 of them is going to be my BlackBerry Bold that I can't leave home without it. And a lot of times, I got a whole bunch of trap phones that I end up buying these little prepaid cards for. I use them, I end up giving them away, I end up, doing other stuff with them. So I always got a few trap phones on deck, but I mainly got 4 heavy hitter phones and 1 BlackBerry. I do have another line available, but I'm saving that for just in case something crazy does come out and I really need it. Then I'll do that. But I had an iPhone 6 on that one. The 6. I had a 6 and a 6S. I ended up not even using the 6 anymore. I'm gonna give that one away. So I just got my 4 lines, but they 4 lines that are actually on, and the business number. So whenever you see me buy a new phone, that means that one of my phones is gonna have to come out of rotation. So if I went out and bought the BlackBerry Priv today and try to use it as one of my heavy hitter phones, that means I'm gonna have to retire one of my other phones. And right now the BlackBerry Priv is definitely not taking the spot from my 4 heavy hitters. And my 4 heavy hitters right now is my big dog Galaxy Note 5. That's the clutch phone. Right? That's the phone I use in the clutch. That's probably my mostly used phone throughout the day because of the S Pen and my social media savage skills. I need the S Pen. So my Galaxy Note 5, that's top of the bricks. Then after that, I got my iPhone 6S Plus. I need that because I'll be FaceTiming and iMessage with certain people who only rock with iPhones. So I need to have an iPhone. After that, I got my Galaxy S6 Edge Plus. That's the floss phone. That phone just looks amazing and it runs amazing. And after that, I got my Nexus 6P. So when I got the Nexus 6P, I had to retire my Galaxy S6 Edge. All right, so I already retired my Galaxy S6 and my S6 Edge. I had to retire both of those. I retired my HTC M9. I retired my Nexus 6. I retired all of the LG products. So whenever I get a new phone that's going to go into rotation, I got to retire something else. So that's why I don't just run out and buy every single phone that comes out. Because if I'm buying a phone that I already know is not going to be better than something I got on rotation, it doesn't make any sense to buy it. Now, if these companies want to hit me up and send it to me for free, yeah, then I'll take it and I'll review it. But I'm not going to just buy it to review it and then take it back to the store, or buy it to review it and try to sell it to somebody else. It's not that serious for me. All right, I like to review products that I actually use. So every phone that you see, the real phones, just know in the back of your mind that that phone is in my pocket during the day. It's in rotation. All right, so with that being said, BlackBerry Priv, that's a no-go. All right, that's a certified no-go in my book. After holding it in my hand and playing with it, yeah, it's big as BlackBerries go. 5.4 inches. That's a big screen for a BlackBerry. But once you slide out that keyboard, trust me when I tell you, you're gonna feel mad whack. You're gonna feel mad whack. Now, if you're in your house, all right, that's fine. That's fine if you're in the house. But when you're outside standing around with that thing flipped out, it looks mad corny, and you're gonna feel mad whack. And like I said, if you're used to using BlackBerry keyboards for sending emails, you can stay with your old BlackBerry and just get a better Android phone. It doesn't make sense buying that phone as your main phone. I would highly recommend against that, especially for $700. Nah, you don't need the keyboard that bad. Back in the days, you needed the keyboard because remember, touchscreen phones, it was hard to send full-size emails on touchscreen phones because they wasn't as responsive as they are now. But now the way these screens are made, my iPhone 6S Plus, I can almost send out an email faster on my iPhone than on my BlackBerry, especially with predictive text. I can send out a full 4-paragraph email almost faster than I can with my BlackBerry. Now my BlackBerry, I could type an email in the dark with that. That's how long I've been using that thing, and that's how well I know that keyboard. a lot of times I can type and without even looking at the full keyboard and finish a sentence off. So that, you know, BlackBerry is still relevant, but just the Priv, I'm not feeling that. If you need a second phone, if you need a BlackBerry for secure emails and you just want it for the keyboard, get a BlackBerry Bold and get a real phone, you know, a real Android phone, a real iPhone, or a real Windows phone, and use that BlackBerry as your backup. All right, so that's the end of that. I'm definitely passing on that BlackBerry Priv. That shit is trash. Not 100% trash, but I'm telling you, man, you had to see my face when I flipped out the keyboard and I started typing on it. I was like, nah, for $700. If it was $300, that's another story, $300-400. But for $700, they could keep that, fam. Next, now a lot of people have been asking me about the Sony, the Z5, the Xperia Z5 Premium. That phone looks like a certified beast. I ain't gonna lie. Now that phone looks very beastly. I usually don't rock with Sony phones because they're pretty much boring, and it's like I always have a choice between a Sony phone or something from Samsung, something from LG, something from Motorola. I usually go with, you know, those kind of companies. I go with Sony for TVs and DVD players and all that kind of stuff. But I ain't gonna lie, that Sony Z5, the premium one, especially the Chrome version. I'm trying not to drive fast so I don't make too much noise. Especially the Chrome version of the Z5. The gold one looks nice too, but the Chrome version of the Z5 Premium, that looks sick. All right, now all of this talk about the 4K display and all of that, we're gonna have to see how that looks in person, because a lot of this stuff you can't really see with the naked eye. You can't really tell. It's not really, you know, that crazy with the naked eye, but we'll see. That's a big selling point, is the display and the camera. Not to mention they're talking about 2 days battery life and the phone is waterproof. All right, so we're gonna see. Oh, I just passed my joint. Matter of fact, I gotta go to the liquor store. I got some of the homies coming through tonight for some Mortal Kombat action, so I gotta go to the liquor store. All right, so let me make a U-turn. Anyway, so Z5 Premium, it depends now. It depends on which carrier it comes out for, because I do have a contract with Sprint and I have a contract with Verizon. I may end up just getting that Z5 just because it looks that sick. I might just get that Chrome one. We'll see. But like I said, man, usually Sony phones be pretty much boring. You know, I don't really like the OS on Sony phones. The last Sony product I had was that Xperia tablet. Y'all remember I actually did a review on that, and then I sold it. I sold it pretty much maybe like 2 weeks later. I sold that one because I didn't use it that much. It's cool. The Sony products are cool, but if I had to choose, I'd probably always choose Samsung or HTC or LG over the Sony products. That's just my personal opinion. It has nothing to do with Sony. I'm not knocking them or none of that. All right, so let's keep it moving. I'm right here in front of the store. Let me try to make this quick. What do we got next? All right, now a lot of people have been asking me. So just to sum that up, I might end up getting the I might end up with the Z5 Premium. I'll probably get. Matter of fact, let me go to a different liquor store too. I forgot this one. I had a little fallout with this dude over here. He tried everything in this store. They try to raise the price by like $5. So you know the $32 size bottle of Hennessy, they charge it for, you know, they sell them for $38, and you're like, and he was, oh, no tax. But the other store over here is $32 with no tax. I forgot about this one. I like this one because it has parking right out front. But nah, let me drive around for that extra $5. Anyway, so to sum it up, I probably will get the Z5, but you never know. But it looks dope. It definitely looks dope. I'm not gonna knock that phone at all. Next, a lot of people have been asking me about the OnePlus X. All right, the OnePlus X. And if y'all watch my Amazon Warrior videos, you already know what I'm gonna say. Fuck OnePlus. I don't support OnePlus. I don't support their company as a movement. And fellas, this is something that I've been trying to tell y'all for years. If you don't like the way a company rocks, or you don't like the way you got treated with a company, me and you, ladies too, fellas, ladies. When I say fellas, I mean ladies too. All of us, we the consumer. We the people going out buying these products. If you buy something from one of these companies and you don't feel like they treated you with the proper amount of respect that you deserve, or you feel like they gave you the runaround, or you know you just didn't feel important, or you didn't feel happy with your purchase afterwards, don't support them. All right? Don't buy nothing else from them. Don't give them no more of your money. Don't do that. And that's exactly how I felt about OnePlus. You know, I had a little issue with them, and then I'm not gonna get in too deep with them, but I had a little issue with that whole invite system. You know, they scammed me the first time, then I actually ended up getting the phone, and I gave it away as a giveaway with the big Android giveaway. Then I got another one as a gift. So I got a OnePlus in the house right now that I'm using with my Hale alarm clock. But as far as the phone itself, it's cool. It's a cool phone. I'm not knocking the phone, but I don't support them because I don't like the way they treated me, and I don't like the way they was giving me the runaround. So therefore, I'm not going to support them. There's 1,001 other phone companies out here, and you know, that actually do treat you with respect, and the customer service is good. I'd rather spend my money with them instead of spending it with OnePlus, and you know, they basically, you know, treat you like a stepchild. So I don't really rock with OnePlus. I'm not buying no more OnePlus products. Maybe I will if you could just go in the store and buy a OnePlus phone, fine. But I'm never, ever, ever doing that invite system shit again. I'm never doing that again. I'm never signing up for no invites and all of that craziness. I'm never doing that again. I never, not once. So you'll never see nothing from OnePlus on my channel unless they step their game up and they start selling OnePlus in bulk quantities on Amazon and Best Buy and all. When the new phone comes out, you could just go out and get it. I understand pre-order. Pre-order is something totally different. I understand pre-ordering the phone and having to wait for it. But this invite system and all of that, that's pure trash. All right, that's pure trash, and I don't rock with that. Now, let me tell you a quick story. This is the same thing with tempered glass screen protectors. Now, the first tempered glass screen protector I ever got was on my iPhone 4. And I did a video for it. It was on my iPhone 4. It was a company called Mime. I think they still out, Mime USA. So I got a Mime USA tempered glass screen protector. It came in a nice fancy box and all that. It was great. And I loved it. That was my first tempered glass screen protector. I said I'm going to rock with Mime from now on. Right after that, I said, you know what? Let me buy another one as a backup. But instead of buying it from Mime, I'm going to try out one of these other companies and see. Maybe, you know, maybe another company is better. So I bought one from iLume. I bought the iLume tempered glass screen protector. When I got the iLume one in the mail, it came, now y'all see my videos, it came in a standard brown box, you know, not too fancy with the presentation. But when I opened it up, it had a scratch on the tempered glass screen protector. So I was like, damn, I just bought this tempered glass screen protector. It was about 25 bucks, I think. So I was like, I bought this for $25. It already came with a scratch. I'm not feeling that. Now, if it was a $5 product or, you know, $2 product, I'm not going to make a big deal about that. Sometimes you got to take an L. But I'm not taking an L for 30 bucks. I'm not doing that. I'm going to at least try to get mine back. So I sent them an email, no response. I was like, all right, I don't like that. So I hit them up on Twitter. I wasn't being nasty, but I was just like, yo, what kind of company is this? Y'all charging $30 for a product, and then you get it, and it already looks like it's damaged. And then when I email y'all straight up ignore me. I sent that on Twitter probably like on a Monday. Then on maybe like Thursday, I get home from work. I got a package in the mail. I open the package up. It's a box from iLume. All right, it's 2 tempered glass screen protectors and a handwritten note. And on the handwritten note, it was like, I forgot what it said word for word, but it was like, Flossie, you know, hi Flossie Carter, we appreciate your business. So sorry you had to be inconvenienced with that, you know, with that scratch and that whole issue you had. We got the email, we was out of the office. You know, a nice long handwritten letter. And at the end of the letter, it said, please accept this brand new one as a replacement, and here's an extra one for you to keep as a spare or give to one of your friends. When I got that package and I read that letter and all that, that made me an iLume customer for life. And if y'all notice, whenever I get tempered glass screen protectors, there's fancier ones on the market that have better presentations and, you know, have better ratings on Amazon and all of that. But that's why I rock with them, because of the customer service. All right, so sometimes it's about loyalty with customer service, and that's why I rock with them. That's exactly why I rock with iLume to this day, because of the way they treat you, and that's exactly why I don't rock with certain companies like OnePlus, because of the way they treat you. There's another company I don't rock with too. If y'all watch my Amazon Warrior videos, y'all know what I'm talking about. CDO. All right, now if you watch my old videos, remember CDO.com. I used to buy all my cases from them. That's before I started shopping with Spigen and shopping with Veris and UAG and all of these companies that I like now. I used to strictly buy my cases from CDO. So I got the ACC Evo. I got a CDO case. I did a video on it. Then I got the Evo 3D. I got a bunch of CDO cases. Then I got the HTC Evo the 4G LTE. Now, if y'all remember, that was a hot phone too. That was a hot phone, by the way. I just thought about that. That was a hot phone. So I got the 4G LTE. I ordered a case from CDO. I was ordering cases with them for a minute now. No problems. Got this case from them. The case looked like it was already used. The package was beat down. You know, when you get a case, it was one of those cases that came with a little pamphlet, but the pamphlet looked like somebody had already folded it and then unfolded it. Now, I've been buying cases for years. You know when something is brand new or when something is used. It obviously looked like somebody bought the case, used it, and returned it, and then they just put it back in the box and sold it again. So I hit them up, same thing, I sent them an email. I'm going back and forth with the dude, and he's being nasty. We arguing, like I'm the customer, and he's arguing with me about, oh, well, sometimes it gets beat up in delivery, sometimes this, sometimes that. I'm like, look, I don't really care about all that. The case is $35. Okay, I understand. Sometimes it might get beat up in delivery, but that's fine. I want a new one. And they basically said no. He didn't say it, and they didn't say it in that exact word, but they basically was like, sorry, we can't help you with that. You already got the case. There's no manufacturer defect with it. We ain't gonna exchange it. So I was like, all right, cool. I put that in my little black book. I'm never buying anything from CDO again for the rest of my life. That was back with the HTC Evo 4G LTE. Fast forward now, maybe a year or two, the Samsung Verizon Galaxy Nexus comes out. Now, by then, I got a little bit of subscribers on YouTube. I'm making videos every week. All of a sudden, I get an email out of the blue from CDO. Hi, Flossie Carter. You know what I'm saying? Hi, Flossie Carter. Hey, would you like to review some of our CDO cases, and we'll send them to you. You can do a giveaway, do whatever you want. You want to review some of these cases? And I was like, no, straight up no. So now I get another email again, maybe a month later. You want to check out these cases? Then I had to go in my Google archives, pull out all of these old emails. I attach it to that email. Like, this is the reason why I'm never rocking with your company, even though I could get the case for free. I could get it for free, but I'm not going to recommend it to one of my boys, which is y'all. I'm not going to recommend the case to one of y'all, and then y'all end up having the same experience that I had. I'm not going to do that. So the bottom line is, if you don't like a company and you don't like the way they treat you or the way they act, don't spend any money with them. So that's why I'm not spending no money or no time or no effort or nothing from OnePlus. So therefore, you don't have to ask me about anything from OnePlus again. The answer is no. Right? I know that was a long spiel, but it is what it is. All right, let's keep it moving. What we got next? Samsung Galaxy View. Now, a lot of people have been asking me, am I going to get the Galaxy View? And the answer is yes. Hell yes, I'm definitely getting that. It's been a while since I've been excited for something, but I'm definitely excited for this Samsung Galaxy View. Trust me. Now, you're talking about a tablet. You're talking about a tablet with an 18-inch display. That's if you go to certain hotels, if you go stay in certain hotels, 18-inch TV is the TV that's on the table in the hotel. So that's a big giant display. That's a big 18-inch display. I'm definitely copping that 100%, no doubt about it. So the day that comes out, come to my channel. We're gonna get into that heavy. All right, Galaxy. I think they're calling it the Galaxy View. We're getting into that so heavy. All right, now I really need to get off. I really need to get off this hot block right here. The cops be around here too much. I don't want y'all to see me. I don't want y'all to see me getting pulled over by the cops, getting harassed here. I don't need that right now. All right, so let me go back to the back streets. I'm just driving around chilling with y'all. All right, so next. All right, so Galaxy View, that's a definite. All right, that's a definite. Next, iPad Pro. Now, a lot of people have been asking me, am I getting the iPad Pro? I think that one is about 13 inches or maybe a little bit bigger or smaller, 13 inch around that area. And the answer is yes. All right, I haven't got an iPad in a minute. I skipped a lot of the last iPads. The mini, I think the mini was the last one I got. I skipped a lot of iPads because I don't really use them like that. But iPad Pro, I'm definitely copping that, and I'm gonna cop this keyboard. I just seen it online the other day. I'm gonna cop this matching keyboard to go with it. I'm gonna get back into the iPad game heavy. All right, so iPad Pro, we're gonna get into that. I don't know when it comes out though. I don't know when it comes out. All right. I'll be saying shit twice for no reason. Anyway, All right, so that's pretty much it. I don't want to make this video take too long. I already know it's mad long, but y'all know how it is. Once I start going, I just start going. But there's something else I want to talk about real quick. Now, the last video I just did, maybe a couple of days ago, was the Hawaii Watch, the Hawaii, shout out to Hawaii, the Hawaii Watch Real Review. Now, I want to touch on something real quick because I read all of the comments to all of these videos. I read every single comment. I got the same comment about 100 times on that video. A lot of people were saying, oh, Flossie, you don't know what you're talking about. Now, look, I'm not saying that when I make a video, you got to agree with me. You don't have to agree with me. That's what the comment section is for. We go back and forth in the comment section. But, you know, there's ways to talk, though. There's ways to talk. If you don't agree with me, just say, look, I disagree or whatever. You don't got to come out, oh, I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know shit and all of that. Let me explain to you what's going on. Now, and if you look at the video for yourself, you'll see this comment 100 times. I don't know what I'm talking about. I need to do more research before I do a review. You know, I need to get my shit together because the Hawaii Watch does have a speaker. Now, let me answer that. Let me answer that real quick. Let me answer that. Let me address that real quick. For the dudes, for all of y'all dudes that kept saying I need to do more research, you actually have to do some research because if you watch my unboxing video, I look at the Hawaii Watch unboxing video, fast forward to around 12 minutes and some change, I clearly said that in the video. I clearly said the Hawaii Watch does have a speaker built into it, but it's not activated yet. So basically, that means that it doesn't have a speaker. All right, if it has a speaker built in, but it's not activated, that means it doesn't have a speaker. If I'm sitting around right now broke, I'm broke, I don't got no money, and I'm hungry, but I got a $100 bill in my house that I can't find, guess what? I'm still broke. At the end of the day, when it's time to eat, I can't go buy no food because I'm broke. Doesn't matter if I got a $100 bill that I can't find. That means I don't have any money. Because you never know, I might not never find that $100 bill. So that's the same thing. If you got a speaker that you can't use, then that means you don't have a speaker. So it's not about the Hawaii Watch has a speaker. Everybody knows that, you know, look, I read the same articles that y'all do. I don't know if people think that I don't, but I be online. I'm online all day, every day, like a savage. Right? Like a savage. I follow all of the same sites as y'all. I read all of the same blogs and all of the rumorvilles. I do all of that shit too. And I do all of that shit too. I already know that when they update Android Wear to the Marshmallow version, that it's possible. Now, it's not even guaranteed. This is just possible. It's possible that the speaker in the Hawaii Watch will work. It may support that. But if you go to Hawaii and look at their official statement, they're not guaranteeing it to work. They're not going on record and saying, all right, everybody who has a Hawaii Watch, stand by because in 2 weeks you're going to be enjoying a nice speakerphone. You're going to be able to play music from your watch. You're going to have notifications. Don't worry about it. Just chill for 2 weeks. You good. They're not going on record and saying that right now because you never know. You never know. Now, once they do the update for Android Wear and it supports speakers, then you got watches like the LG Urbane 2 coming out. Then we'll see. Then we'll see if Android Wear is going to be, you know, it should be compatible with speakers. But is that going to work for the Hawaii Watch? We don't know yet because it hasn't happened yet. So when I make videos and I make reviews, I make them on the way the product is at that very moment that I'm doing the video. I'm not making a video and talking about what's going to happen in the future because we don't know what's going to happen in the future. That's why I don't really make too many of these rumor videos and the leaked videos and speculations and all that. I don't really do that too much because a lot of times shit changes. Shit changes overnight. 1 minute the phone is supposed to come out with this and that, and then they change it and now it's coming out with this and that instead. All right, so that's why I don't do that. But just to address all of this Hawaii Watch stuff going on, right now, as of today, if you go and buy a Hawaii Watch from the store for $500, $450, whatever you pay for it, if you go out and buy it, it doesn't have a speaker on it. All right, there's no speaker.